Alright. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue au podcast du bruit. À mes oreilles, c'est ici Alex. Et aujourd'hui, je suis en compagnie des gars de Beauregard, Scott et Raph. What's up, guys?
Hello. Bonjour.
Hey. Oh, we don't hear you. Oh, we'll check this. Comment ça va, les gars?
Ça va bien?
Ça va bien?
Ouais.
Yes. Grosse surprise, j'ai complètement oublié.
Ouais, c'est correct.
C'est l'habitude que c'est le mardi, normalement. Yeah, take this one. This one is open.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
No, it's my fault. It's not yours.
On a eu un beau petit trip là, dans la voiture, là, avec la neige qui tombait.
Ouais.
C'était romantique.
Une belle romantique. Ah,
So romantic.
vous m'avez coupé dans mon écoute d'Occupation Double.
Ouais, désolé.
It was great. We were playing Chet Baker in the background.
Yeah.
I used my lighter like a candle.
Ça, les gars, super content de vous avoir avec moi
merci de l'invitation.
Ce soir. Je vous laisse commencer bien simplement en présentant le band puis d'un peu de où que ça part, tout ça.
Oh, OK. On a commencé, c'était quoi, en 2019?
Yeah. 2019? Late 2018, I think.
Ah ouais, Raph jammait avec deux autres gars, puis j'ai embarqué. Ben, je me suis un peu forcé, genre, OK, je joue avec vous.
faire partie de ça.
Ouais, puis c'est ça, il y avait déjà deux guitares. Il n'y avait pas de bass. Was anyone playing bass at first, when we first started?
No, it was just you, me,
Yeah,
two other people.
Yeah, and... Fait que là, j'étais comme, ben moi, j'ai guitare, fait qu'on va être 3 guitaristes. Puis, on a commencé ça juste comme pour le fun. Puis ça sonnait super bien. Puis on commençait à
mettre du sérieux.
Ouais, c'est ça. Puis on commençait à booker des shows, tout ça. Puis, boum, COVID nous a comme frappé
Coupé.
un peu. Coupé, ouais. So, c'est dommage, on avait un gros show, genre au Fouf, je pense, when was that, in April that we were going to play?
Spanish love songs.
Yeah, ça a été cool.
If you're hearing the Spanish love songs, we still want to play that show.
Yeah. Puis c'est ça, fait que ça l'a comme mis tout sur pause.
Okay.
On a, une fois que ça a comme commencé à réouvrir, on est rentré dans le studio juste enregistrer une couple de tracks.
Ça a-tu été quand même un moment dur, le COVID? Ça a-tu passé proche de couper le band un peu? Ou...
Ben, je te dirais, ça l'a comme... Ce que ça l'a fait, ça l'a changé le line-up. Avec la pause, là, tout le monde a comme commencé à faire des autres choses. Puis là, quand ça l'a réouvert, on a su comme qui était encore là, qui était encore willing à jouer, qui était encore en ville, tout ça. Fait que... ça nous a ralenti vraiment, là, je dirais. Ça comme...
Mais c'est sûr, là, vous aviez déjà des affaires d'expect, là, genre le chauffe-eau.
Ouais, c'est ça. T'es comme, all right,
ça part, puis finalement...
Ah ouais, puis tu sais, on est tous dans le band, on est tous un peu plus vieux, là, on est dans la trentaine, quarantaine, tout ça. On a eu des bands dans le passé, fait que tu sais, on commençait de quelque part, puis on savait à quoi s'attendre. Mais là, COVID... Puis même quand tout était rouvert, il n'y avait pas de show pendant comme 1 an.
Ah oui.
C'était un peu déprimant. Fait que c'était super long. Fait que ça, puis là, quand tout a rembarqué, ben là, il y avait tout le monde qui voulait jouer des shows. Fait que là, c'était comme...
Là, c'est de trouver la petite place pour
ouais,
jouer.
C'est ça, exact. C'était un peu un challenge, surtout pour un band qui commençait, que personne ne connaissait. Fait que... c'est ça. Mais sinon, c'est comme tranquillement, pas vite, on a recommencé à jouer. Ça fait... how long has it been now with the lineup, our lineup now? It's been like a year, maybe?
Maybe a little less.
Maybe a little less with everyone?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, on continue, là. On re-rentre dans le studio bientôt pour enregistrer une couple d'autres tracks. On fait comme des shots de 2 chansons à la fois,
okay.
Là, comme très année 2020, là, genre des chansons pour streaming au lieu de des gros albums. Là.
Mais c'est rendu comme ça, tu sais, faut s'adapter un peu à la façon que le monde écoute.
C'est ça, tout le monde écoute des singles.
albums,
fait que, au lieu des albums, Mais...
C'est plus payant. Ou qu'est-ce que j'ai vu, mettons, pour les bands qui sortent des albums? Mettons, ils vont justement sortir, comme là, Dead Alright, il a sorti toutes ses chansons, une par mois.
Ouais,
puis
c'est ça.
ça fait l'album.
Mm-hmm. C'est un peu comme ça qu'on va. On fait 2 à la fois. On a toutes les tracks déjà écrits. On rentre dans le studio, enregistrer 2 chansons à la fois. Parce qu'on a un peu dans le band, on a un espèce de how can I call it? Like a bipolar type vibe where it's like Raph sings songs, I sing songs. Fait que quand on rentre, on enregistre tout le temps un track avec moi sur les vocales et avec Raph sur les vocales.
Okay.
Fait que quand on les sort, ça fait genre un petit changement, mais quand même pareil. Tu sais, ça fait un peu différent. Là. Fait que c'est ça un peu notre...
Y a-tu des défis, justement, tu sais, que tu disais, vous êtes 3 guides à Star, ça rajoute-tu des défis dans la composition?
Non, pour nous, c'est un gros avantage. Je veux dire, on est des gros fans de jouer genre en harmonie. Là, genre, fait qu'il y a, tu sais, dans tous les tracks, on joue quelque chose de différent. Ça, c'est shout-out to Marc-André Baudet, qui nous a enregistré une couple de fois, puis nous a dit vraiment, tu sais, chaque guitare doit avoir une raison d'être. Il doit avoir genre sa place dans la chanson. Fait que quand on écrit les chansons, on pense vraiment à ça. Et ça nous permet aussi d'avoir des solos à la Iron Maiden, des trucs comme ça, genre tout en harmonie. Fait que
c'est changeant les parties.
C'est pas mal cool. L'autre guitariste, Marc, il est pas mal meilleur que nous. Fait que c'est lui on lui suit un peu. So, yeah. No, yeah, so 3 guitars.
Yeah, 3 guitars.
are our definite advantage. And then we can play louder, which is good.
Ouais.
That's more fun.
Some might say that because we have 3 guitars, we are stronger than a band with only 2 guitars.
You sound so funny, and you chime in every 2 minutes with a little with some Raph's wisdom.
You
sound so zen.
I'd like to be considered maybe kind of a modern day hype man. Some guy like an MC for the 21st century. I'm just
Flava Flav of...
Yeah, I am the Filipina Flava Flav.
There you go.
Yeah. FFF.
Triple F.
Yeah, exactly. Triple F. F for failure.
Puis, si on remonte un peu votre passé, comment que ça rentre un peu dans votre vie, la musique un peu alternative, un peu... Did you born in the Philippines or you born here?
I was born in the Philippines.
And how you discover the alternative music there, or did you discover more here? Or?
Oh no, it's a good question you asked me. No, well I grew up in the Philippines in the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
So it was a bit hard for us to be getting stuff there. If we got something there from the States, like maybe like a Ramones record, it'd have to be an import. So a lot of times I relied on friends who had taken trips to the United States, and then they would make mixtapes for me. And there was also the local scene in the Philippines that I followed quite a bit. We had our own little punk scene. We had a punk label. And it was called Twisted Red Cross, and like every punk band in Manila every punk band in Manila seemed to be signed to Twisted Red Cross, and they were a cassette-only label, and they had a shop where you couldn't get their cassettes in any record shop. You had to go to their specific shop to get their cassettes. So that's how I got into punk rock and alternative music.
Okay, nice.
It's a kind of like tape trading, but yeah, it was a lot of cassettes, a lot of mixtapes for me. Yeah.
Pour toi,
I think moi c'est les premiers genre Punkorama puis les compiles là, genre de Fat et tout ça là,
qui sortaient là,
ouais, dans
Fat
début,
Fat Music for Fat People puis...
début des années 90 I guess. Fait que ça c'était c'est ce que j'écoutais dans le temps, puis fait que j'étais un gros fan de genre skate punk, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I think the first punk record I ever heard or listened to was it was like The Clash or something like that. I guess if you consider that punk.
Les premiers bands punk.
Ouais, mais c'était peut-être Bad Religion. C'était toutes les gens, les albums punk que tu peux avoir dans le genre le Columbia House Records, que tu allais genre à 2 sous là, pour avoir tes 10 CD.
Un greatest hit de Nirvana. Puis...
Ouais. Puis il y avait genre Soundgarden was on there. And there was a Bad Religion album.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Stranger Than Fiction, yeah. And then was the Offspring Smash on there too?
Yeah, Smash.
The first 2 Offsprings I think were on Columbia House on the mail order.
I got the No Alternative compilation from Columbia House, but for me it was a little different. The skate punk stuff, I didn't even know it existed because in the Philippines at the time, I guess my only source of punk music was a friend of mine who had come in from Japan. His name was Jeremy. And like I remember before the whole punk thing for me, I was super into metal. So I was into like Sepultura, Dayside, the Big Four and all that sort of stuff. And then this dude one day like transferred to my school, and he's like this tall, skinny guy in acid wash jeans, and they're rolled up, and you can see his combat boots, and he's wearing this Misfits t-shirt. I'm like, who is this guy? Right? So I make friends with him because he's weird. And he gives me a bunch of tapes, and like the earliest stuff I got into was like there was like a lot of weird post-punk on there, like Gang of Four. Like I got really into Gang of Four as a kid, which is weird. And the Sex Pistols. I remember there was a lot of Black Flag, Minor Threat. So I heard a lot of like early 80s hardcore and early like late 70s style punk rock. It wasn't until I moved to Canada, or it wasn't until Green Day got big, that I was like, oh, there's other kinds of punk rock. And then I moved to Canada. And when I moved to Canada, I moved to Vancouver. So I discovered all the compilations, like the Fat Wreck compilations. And there's the Hopelessly Devoted to You compilation.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Didn't Vagrant also put out like a compilation?
Yeah, Vagrant had a bunch of compilations as well. Another Year on the Streets, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe.
I was like, yeah.
So yeah, that was me growing up. Like, my punk was, I don't know, weird.
What's cool about compilations, especially those compilations, is that I don't know, I find most of the songs on those compilations were not the band's best songs. So if you started liking a band,
that's true.
Based on the compilation song, when you'd go and listen to the full album, you were blown away. You're like, oh my God, this is way better. What the hell?
Do you think that was like one of the marketing tactics? It's like put your second or third best song on the comp.
Yeah, maybe. If it wasn't, it should have been. That's a good strategy.
So when we get put on a comp, which song should we put on there?
I don't
One
know.
of mine, for sure.
Yeah, there you go. A Christmas song.
We have 2 Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Send to us. We have a lot of Christmas episode coming. We have to make play some Christmas music. So.
Ça, c'est la première année depuis 3 ans là, qu'on sort pas une chanson de Noël. Je sais pas pourquoi on a commencé à faire ça. But why? I don't know. Why did we start doing that? Just because it was
because
we could.
Because I mean the same reason that
it's
a dog
funny.
eats its nuts, man. Because we can't. But you know what?
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? Why not Peanut? And while we're talking about the Christmas songs, big shout out to Ben Appletree of Slow Drain who recorded those songs for us.
Oh yeah, Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
You should have them on
Slow Drain.
Yeah, we have them on Punk Latte.
Ah, yeah.
So they're very nice guys too.
Ouais,
They're good music.
Yeah.
So, vous êtes un peu les deux compositeurs, si j'ai bien pu comprendre dans les chansons. Comment que ça se passe un peu le mix de composition entre vous deux?
Ça dépend. Les premières chansons, on amenait genre une chanson au groupe qui était plus ou moins finie ou presque finie, il y avait la structure. Et qu'après, en groupe, on le peaufinait, puis on le changeait, tout ça. Puis, mais de plus en plus, maintenant, je pense qu'on écrit les chansons souvent en jam, genre on improvise un petit quelque chose.
Ça se passe plus en jam
organique,
de tout le monde ensemble.
Ouais, au moins, on a les débuts d'une chanson, puis là, un de nous va comme le prendre, puis aller le développer un peu à la maison ou wherever. How do we write songs? Marc a écrit une chanson aussi qu'on va jouer plus tard acoustique, en version acoustique.
Okay.
Fait que lui, il commence à apporter des chansons aussi. Tout le monde dans le band écrit de leur côté. Et puis...
I can tell you my process.
Well, like in the band, though, how do we just...
Well, I could tell you, me personally,
Yeah,
that
go for it.
when I come to the band with a riff, it's generally I spend about 6 days locked in a room where it's like a steam room. So I just cleanse myself of all extraneous musical effluence. No, I'm fucking kidding, man.
We listen to a song that we really like, and then we think, how can we rip off this riff without anyone noticing?
That's exactly how we do it.
Or we come up with a really cool riff, and we're like, oh my God, this is awesome. And then, oh, wait a minute.
That's Wake Me Up When
Put on-
September Ends.
Yeah, put it on Spotify. Oh, yeah, no, it's already been done.
Or my favorite one is we just generally stick to one chord progression.
We write all our songs in the key of A.
Yeah, A. And I can tell you right now it's A, E, F sharp minor, D. So that's like 5 of our songs right there.
That's punk? Non. Simple!
Ouais, mais ce qui est drôle, c'est que je te dirais au moins 50-60% de ces chansons-là qui sont toutes pareilles, on n'a jamais réalisé qu'ils étaient toutes pareilles. Genre,
Ah ouais,
we sort of like, oh, wait a minute, that's just like that song. Oh, wait, no, that's just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
All our songs are like that.
Well, you know what, though? This is what I say.
Hey, A is the best mark in school, so it's got to be the best chord for a song.
It's also
right?
very Canadian. What's up, eh?
There you go.
But no, the way I see it is this: that maybe it is a little lazy, but if that is punk, if being lazy is punk, then I'm freaking. Who am I? I'm the first 4 singers of Black Flag. That's who I am.
Non, mais ça, on dit souvent ça dans le punk, c'est la simplicité. Quand on parle en composition puis tout ça, puis là, justement, d'utiliser souvent les mêmes patterns pour un album, c'est 4 accords, c'est ça.
Mais des fois, quand c'est simple, c'est
souvent
difficile
ça.
d'être genre bon et simple.
Ouais, mais c'est comme faire de la bonne pop. C'est fucking dur.
Ouais.
Parce qu'il y en a tellement de petite bullshit qui sort que d'en faire une crise qui ressort du lot, c'est fucking tough.
Ouais, puis si tu l'écoutes vraiment, si tu comme tu fais un deep dive dans comment c'est écrit, tout ça, c'est vraiment simple. Là, puis c'est vraiment basic.
Il y a beaucoup moins de fans, justement, de technical metal,
Ouais.
où c'est toutes des mathématiques ou des choses de même que c'est ça, de la musique plus simple. Mettons, on va dans le rap, c'est le beat.
Ouais.
Tout le long de la chanson, ça va être généralement le même beat.
Mais c'est ça, je te dirais, pour moi, en tout cas, ça, c'était la génie ou the genius of the Beatles. The Beatles, là, c'était genre pop, basic pop shit, like, but it's so classic and it still holds up to this day because it's simple and because it's, it's almost expected. It's like your chord progressions are like, oh, it's going to go right there. Oh, there it goes. You know what I mean? Like it's always the same. And then you're just like, oh, and then it gets stuck in your head because you know the song before you even hear it.
Yeah.
It's hard to write. It's hard to write.
Oh,
it's
it is.
Impossible.
And I will say this. I used to be in a band where I had to do a lot of counting in my head, because I think we used to play these weird tempos with odd time signatures. we were more of a metal band, and I mean, it was fun, and I love those guys, but it's so much more fun just to not think about it. Not
just play.
Exactly, just play. I'm not counting in my head how many times I need to play this riff, and then it's like, okay, it's 9.5 times. What's that half time?
It's got more natural too
Exactly.
on stage, and
Yeah. It feels more natural. It definitely does feel more
I
natural.
know. Sometimes it's fun to do something really crazy.
Oh yeah, no. But I mean,
not always.
We're working on a song right now, and the time signatures, I think it's like 17/6.
Maybe.
I think so. we don't know what it is. We were just thinking to ourselves, let's do something like Soundgarden.
17/6. I don't know how that even do
It's
it.
17 beats.
I know, whatever.
Like 1.5 bars. Don't ask me what it means, man. It's just, it sounds like a very complex number. I want it to sound smart. Did it sound smart, Scott? Sure.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It might be the glasses, but yeah, you've been spelling smart.
The glasses only make me look smart.
Oh.
It's my words that make me sound smart.
Puis, si on continue un peu dans la composition, tu sais, sur quoi vous aimez écrire, on what you love to write about.
En termes de sujet, là, de...
Ouais, au sujet.
Ouais.
Tu sais, j'essaie
Ouais,
mon anglais. Là. Non.
On est... on aime écrire... tu sais, on est plus des... Je pense que nos chansons sont plus des chansons de storytelling que genre sur un sujet en particulier. C'est like we talk a lot. It depends on the song, but we talk a lot about
Nostalgia.
yeah, nostalgia. On est tous, tu sais, comme je disais tantôt là, tu sais, on est tous vieux là. On est dans. Y a-tu quelqu'un dans la trentaine dans le band?
I don't
Who's
know.
30? Anyone 30 in the band?
Oh no.
Ouais, je pense qu'on a 40 ou over là. Fait que
OK.
Yeah.
the good days have passed. Fait que
Non.
ben non, je te niaise.
Non.
Mais quand tu es à un certain âge, tu sais que tu reflètes sur ta vie, sur les choses que tu as fait et que tu avec cette nostalgie-là, là, c'est comme tout est plus positif, tout a l'air plus intéressant,
Mais
tout ça, mais...
Je pense qu'on est aussi beaucoup accroché à la nostalgie dans le punk. Puis
Ben,
c'est là que ça devient
oui.
dur aussi pour, mettons, les nouveaux bands de percer parce que tous les vieux punks sont comme, ouais, mais je veux écouter mon vieux punk.
But I think all of us in the band, like the music we listen to all
Yeah, we all listen to all sorts of
all the
different
old stuff though, like all the punk stuff, like from when we grew up. You know, that's what.
Puis c'est
Interests us.
tu sais, c'est avec le même point, tu sais, mettons, on a fait la critique du dernier de Blink.
Ouais.
Puis,
Oh ouais.
tu sais,
celui
j'ai
qui-
écouté ma première écoute et comme Chris, ça ressemble à du vieux Blink. Puis là, j'écoutais, puis j'étais comme, ouais, moi, je m'emmerde à écouter ça. Il manque le côté nostalgique
Ouais.
que j'écoute du Blink, mais c'est pas ça que je vais entendre.
Ouais.
C'est les vieilles tunes, tu sais.
C'est comme du... Ouais, il faut faire attention à pas faire genre du manufactured nostalgie. Tu sais,
Ouais.
essayer d'être nostalgique sans être real. Je sais pas comment l'expliquer, mais but,
My main thing is
Yeah.
that I don't know. I guess maybe I'm stuck in the past. You know, I mean, for me, I wouldn't say the past was better days, but definitely different days. And I don't know. They help me remember the happy stuff that happened before. I guess, or maybe some of the
and the sad.
and
Like
the sad,
I
yeah.
think we didn't want to. We like to goof around and stuff, but we didn't want to be like a silly band.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to take ourselves too seriously either.
I also didn't want to write nothing but love songs. Like that maybe one or two is fine, but I don't want every song to be about
Yeah.
a love song. You know.
So there's a good mix, but I mean, if we look at all the songs like that we have right now that we've written,
Yeah.
they're all, there's not many.
There's some family-based stuff.
Yeah, there's like some songs about, being a dad, I guess, in some certain ways, about seeing your kids grow up. Or the songs about looking at your past when you were a kid.
Does it change something for you becoming a dad? Becoming a dad?
Ah, ben oui, c'est sûr.
Dans ta façon d'écrire, dans ta musique, ça a-tu changé quelque chose?
Ben, je sais pas si c'est le fait d'être un père ou le fait que t'es plus vieux, t'as plus d'expérience et t'écris pas genre des chansons après que t'as genre break up avec ta girlfriend ou quelque chose dans le genre. Je pense que j'écris de façon ou sur des thématiques beaucoup plus positives maintenant qu'avant quand j'étais jeune. Mais ouais, tu sais, je pense que avoir des enfants m'a vraiment sorti des émotions. Tu sais, ça m'a... Fait, tu sais, je me rappelle, like when I was talking about having kids.
Yeah.
But like when I first had kids, I would start to like cry at like commercials. I would say I got super like sentimental about everything. I don't know why. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I have no kids, but I know exactly what you mean.
Maybe it's not having kids. I don't know, but like, je sais pas.
Sometimes
Tu vois tes
The
kids
hat
dans
is
tout,
hard.
là. Ouais, tu sais, c'est comme... Peut-être
moi, j'ai-
aussi que t'as pas de sommeil, puis t'es juste genre vraiment...
aujourd'hui, tu sais, moi, je suis.
You never have those days when like it's just everything is just so bad, and so you're holding it all in, and then you go home, and then you turn on your TV and you see, I don't know, a commercial about starving children, and then Sarah McLachlan singing "Angel" in the background, and you're like, oh my god, why am I crying with?
That doesn't get me. It is stupid stuff gets me.
It's
But
stupid,
anyways.
Moi, je suis chauffeur d'autobus scolaire là, dans la vie, puis j'arrive pour ce matin embarquer des élèves à un coin de rue, puis c'est sur la 112 à Saint-Hubert, gros boulevard 3 voies, puis j'ouvre mon panneau, puis il y a un char qui me passe. Puis en même
Direct.
temps, il y avait un jeune du secondaire qui traversait,
Ah ouais?
il a failli se faire frapper, là, j'étais...
Ah non,
Puis là, je me disais, Chris, si c'était mon enfant, comme j'étais Tabarnak, man.
Ouais, je te dis, mais des fois, c'est comme... Ça devient lourd, là. C'est comme... Surtout, genre, de nos jours, là, avec tout ce qui se passe dans les nouvelles, là, tout ça.
Ouais, mais
t'es beaucoup... En tout cas, pour moi, je suis
c'est
beaucoup
qu'on est plus
accepté.
informé parce que ça, j'entendais, tu sais, qu'ils parlaient qu'il n'y a pas de tant de différence, mettons, avec qu'est-ce qui arrive aujourd'hui puis avant.
Ouais.
C'est juste que les nouvelles sont...
Ben, on voit tout. C'est ça.
Fait que là, on est comme, tabarnak, ça a l'air fucking plus dangereux qu'avant parce qu'avant, on était enfermé plus sur...
Non, c'est sûr. C'est sûr. But, yeah.
Yeah, puis, does the Philippine culture influence your music here?
For me, yes, it actually does. Okay, so I like to say that I don't like to write love songs, but Filipino.
But you like writing love songs.
I do. It's somehow in my genetics. I don't know if you know very many Filipinos, but it seems to be that Filipinos love songs. Like they really, really love songs, right? So, I try to keep that part of myself. Like I try to keep it hidden away, but sometimes I can't help it, Sometimes it comes out. That's where dedicated came from. Yeah, that's where it came from.
Well, how would you explain... On est en train d'écrire une trilogie avec 3 chansons sur... on a inventé un espèce de scénario. Je vais laisser Raph l'expliquer parce que... Mais, genre, synopsis, c'est comme... des... How would you explain it?
Pinky violence?
Zombie... like a zombie feminist assassin squad. That's like the basis of it, right? And well, here, start from the beginning and explain the whole story and where it comes from.
Okay, so I took a trip to the Philippines maybe around 2018. Okay. And I met up with some old classmates of mine, and we were catching up, and they had told me, he's like, hey, did you hear about so-and-so? I'm like, no. He's like, he fucking murdered his wife. And we're like, what? I was like, what?
Just a little news.
Yeah, it's like, and it turned out it was this whole thing. Like, there was a messy divorce, and apparently something happened, and they stuffed her into a drum, and they threw her into like one of the bays. I can't remember which one, and then they sealed it over. And she had just disappeared. Like no one said anything. Until,
was she the beauty queen?
Yeah, she was a beauty queen too.
Like,
so a couple she was
Philippines
she was some sort of beauty queen. Her name was Ruby Rose. And when I heard that story, it just kind of freaked me out because I knew the guy, and he was like this quiet dude. He didn't seem like the type of person that would murder anyone and then dispose of the body by putting it in a drum and throwing it into the sea. But that happened, and we wrote a song around that where.
So we wrote a song about her coming back to life and getting revenge.
Yeah, it's a trilogy now.
And then we're going to get 3. And so if anyone's listening that is a good comic book illustrator artist,
okay,
let us know, because we'd love to do like a comic book series.
We know some.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be awesome.
If we're doing that right now, I mean, like I'd also like to plug the upcoming Beauregard tabletop RPG.
There is Dungeons and Dragons shit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna go.
I know. Every time I bring this up, Scott just goes and is like, he has literally no interest in it, which is why I never bring it up with the band. But I have been working on making an RPG starring the band.
Okay.
And hopefully at some point, like, I don't know, maybe we can make it maybe make an EP based off it. But yeah, it's set in Montreal. You get to play one of 5 members of the band.
Yeah, nice.
Scott's an assassin.
That's cool.
I'm a techno mage because it's kind of cyberpunky.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and I was thinking, it's going to be set in Montreal, so it's going to be different boroughs, so the Miland, Hochelaga, St. Henry, and I think we're going to have to like go through each.
You don't like the concept?
Oh, the concept. I don't see myself sitting at a table rolling dice and being like, oh, PowerPoints for me.
See, and
it's so fucking nice to do, man.
Maybe it's because I've never done
really
it.
And you know what, Scott, I don't blame you because like
it's okay. I'm I accept your lifestyle.
Which it's, and I'm happy for that, but because then I get to meet folks like Alex who do actually understand where I'm
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. And he's like, oh shit, you're making a tabletop RPG. I'm like, yeah, and the best part about it's gonna be like, maybe each session will be 1 hour each, so it's not gonna be a crazy long thing.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best thing. Yeah. We think about doing a D&D about the podcast universe with all our members and play on the Discord with our Discord fan on,
which would be cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
and I hope Scott is gonna be there.
Maybe I will.
Well, as soon as this gets,
do you need are there like narrators or something in these games like that? Like,
yeah, that's the game master, my friend.
Okay, I can be a game master maybe.
No, that would be me. No, you'd be a player. You'd be the
good player.
Yeah, you'd be the cyber assassin, man. I've given you ranks, like you have a rifle, and you have 2 pistols.
No, I meant like in real life, like when you're like playing with your friends.
Oh well, you
need someone who like.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to prepare. You could be the narrator, but you'd have to prepare.
Okay.
C'est la job.
Yeah.
Mais j'étais un peu comme toi avant, réticent à ça, puis on a fait justement avec Papy Joe, là, un de nos gars dans le podcast que lui, c'est un crise de bon narrateur. Puis là, à un moment donné, il dit, je vous ai préparé une game de Donjon Dragon, puis on a joué, tu sais, il y en avait une couple qui avait déjà joué, mais j'avais jamais joué. J'étais comme, moi l'essayer. Chris, mon gars, je suis tombé à coup avec ça. Mais c'est comme...
je vois que ça doit être quelque chose que, genre, justement, tu tombes...
Tu sais, c'est infini. Là. Tu penses à quelque chose, si tu roules les dés, tu le fais. Mais
I'm the nerd in the band.
Yeah.
I'm the nerd in the band.
I won't knock it until I try it. How about that?
Yeah.
I have an open mind.
And while we're at it, shout out to my RPG group that meets up every Thursday night. Cam, Aiden, Emily. What's up, guys? I'm on the air.
That's perfect.
I mean, like, this was it helped me get through the pandemic, man.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Especially that it was all... You could probably do it virtually,
Play on
right?
Roll20.
Yeah, we played on Roll20, and we did the voice chat on Discord.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we do.
Yeah. Us too.
Yeah. So,
that's cool. That's cool.
Hey, and you know what? I'm happy that your mind is open to this, Scott. I mean, can you imagine if you become a D&D nerd?
I can imagine.
Yeah, it would bring so much
no
joy.
time more for kids.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
I would say it would bring so much joy to my heart, though, if you were like, oh, man, I know what a natural 20 is.
Maybe that's what I'll do in my retirement.
Yeah.
I need to find something eventually when I retire. My dad just retired a few years ago, and now he's into... It's kind of like... it would be like D&D for, like, old dudes. He, like, has, like, his whole, like... race car set up, like he went and bought and like made,
snap.
and he does like these racing like simulations, and there are a bunch of like there's like 20 of them that get together once a week, have like races like F1.
Is it like on a computer or something?
It's a computer game, but he's got like his old cockpit. He's got like 3 screens set up. He's actually has a real car.
Look, the
for a
stars
chair.
in his eyes.
Yeah,
I don't see that. That sounds freaking awesome, man.
yeah, it is pretty fun to play. But like these guys are like they're on Discord, they live stream it on YouTube and like have an announcer announcing on the race. And
that's
pretty hardcore.
Your dad that's pretty cool,
hardcore.
I love play GTA RPG too. I play a lot of that on the Uprising world, so that's fucking nice too.
You know what? Instead of this being a punk podcast, let's make this a RPG podcast. So us introducing
Scott.
Ouais, genre l'initiation.
C'est là que ça se passe.
Ouais. I don't know anything.
But as soon as it comes out, I'll send you a copy.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's a copy? What is it? Like,
the script.
Yeah,
c'est juste un papier comme un livre ou
It's like a Bible.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's gonna be a PD. It's gonna be a bunch of PDFs.
Okay, well, you have your iPads, but and does everyone bring like their own dice to the game? And
everyone
and does everyone have like cool dice? Like some guy has like a dice with skulls on it, and one guy has like glow in the dark dice. Or...
I will say one thing that I'm doing with this game is that I'm only using 6-sided dice, 3 of them, so that when you roll a 666, that's a satanic critical hit.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're not gonna have like the 20-sided dice or anything. It's gonna be pretty bare bones and basic.
20-sided dice?
Yeah, they have 20-sided die. So I want it to be pretty bare bones and basic, so anyone can play it, or anyone who has a passing interest in RPGs who will be like, "Oh, hey, I got you guys. We have an hour to kill. You want to play this game?"
It's going to be very complicated to understand all the universe and therefore D&D.
Yeah.
So make it simple. It's
Exactly.
very good.
Yeah, because D&D's been around since the 70s.
In D&D, it's the simple side of Pathfinders.
Exactly. I mean, like, we're not going to get into stuff like charisma or like, any of that kind of stuff. Like, yeah. Basically, your stats will be like, your hit points, your intelligence, and your strength, and maybe defense. They're going to keep it very bare bones.
And how do you win?
You win by having a good time with your friends.
Oh, so there's no, or what's the not the objective, but like what's the like end outcome?
Oh, the end outcome is to unite Montreal as one to fight the megacorp that's trying to take over the city, and that's why you need you and your friends to do it.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. At the same time,
so there's a conclusion to this a story.
But I'm thinking that the ending is going to involve us playing a massive show.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. We might have some sort of
foofs with Spanish love songs.
Exactly. our final attack will be some sort of 5-sided Voltron style attack. I mean, there's a chance that I haven't come up with the idea yet, but I just thought of it. We may have to volt in at some point because there's 5 of us, just like there were 5 lions in Voltron. So, like, I mean, Scott, you could be. I mean, me and Mark could be the arms. Craig and Jerome could be the legs, and you could be
like
the
in
torso.
Power Rangers?
Yeah, like in Power Rangers.
Cool. Okay, I know that.
Yeah, like that. Anyway,
Mega Force.
I swear to God, guys, I am a cool person.
Power Rangers. Anyway,
I read books by Jean Genet, and I enjoy art by Mark Rothko, and I like playing RPGs, tabletop RPGs.
Si on revient un peu à
la réalité.
À vous, à Beauregard, on lâche le jeu de RPG. Comment que ça se passe un peu le booking de show? Est-ce que c'était quelque chose vraiment... On en parlait après le retour de la COVID. Il y a eu toutes les bands qui voulaient se lancer dans des shows. Mm-hmm. Est-ce que c'est encore bien compliqué de se booker de ce temps-ci?
Je pense que ça dépend aussi... Ouais, oui et non. C'est pas nécessairement trop compliqué si... tu es dans notre expérience, anyways. Si tu le fais toi-même, tu t'organises des shows. Nous, on n'a pas la... on n'est pas signé avec un label. On n'a pas vraiment de booker ou de manager qui gère tout ça. C'est tout nous. Là. C'est un peu DIY.
Ouais, j'ai vu, je pense, sur Facebook là, que vous avez fait une annonce que vous cherchez.
Ouais, ben oui. Non, surtout, ouais, c'est ça. On veut surtout jouer des shows à l'extérieur de Montréal de plus en plus, que ce soit ailleurs au Québec ou
même ailleurs.
Ou ailleurs, everywhere. On a fait un show à Ottawa, c'était à l'automne. September it was, right? Ottawa show. Mais c'est ça, on aimerait surtout, jouer quelques festivals cet été. Il y en a tellement, là, puis il y en a des bons, là, puis on regarde les line-up qui commencent à sortir là, puis c'est nice, là. Fait que we want to get in on some of that.
If there are any booking agents that are hearing this right now, please get in contact with us.
Yeah, I mean, on a joué au Pouza l'année passée. Puis ça, c'était comme un peu un hasard. J'avais rencontré Matt des Planet Smashers à Saint-Sauveur. On était en ligue. C'était genre...
Au glissade d'eau!
Genre, c'était l'Halloween. On était tous habillés. Je pense qu'il était habillé en vache. Puis moi, j'étais genre un 80s border. Nos kids étaient là. On allait dans un manège, quelque chose. Puis j'étais comme... Je dis à ma femme, comme, that's the dude from Planet Smashers. And elle était comme, say something. What am I going to say? We were just talking about this not too long ago.
And you know what? Props to Sarah.
Yeah, and fait que là, elle a commencé à parler. Elle dit, lui, mon chum est dans un band. Là. Fait qu'on a commencé à se parler.
Au moins, il s'est intéressé.
There you go. So I think that's how we got on Pouza.
Sometimes we need people like that in our lives.
Yeah, we need...
Ça vous a-tu tenté d'essayer le ska pour tomber sur Stone?
Ouais, c'est ça. We could try some ska, no?
Oh, yeah, I'm super 100% into it. Like I really want to do something where the verses, it starts out with like a heavy kind of punk rock fast beat with trumpets and a saxophone, and then the verses is clean with a tick tick tick, you know.
I've already got my.
There
you go.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
There you go. We're there. This we've just written a song. We're good.
I am actually a big fan of ska, second wave and some third wave. I do like.
Yeah, no, I love ska too.
Some people would call it a guilty pleasure, and I am not guilty about it. I have been a ska fan.
So much fun is ska show.
Exactly. Every ska show I've been to has been such a good time.
It's a fucking huge party.
Exactly.
All the time.
That's
Exactly.
it. It's fun. Mais ouais, non, en termes de booking, ouais, c'est, on se fait demander des fois, de temps en temps, par d'autres bands qui sont en ville, de jouer avec eux.
Il commence à avoir une... Tu sais, je l'ai vu beaucoup à Québec, mettons, là, qu'il y a beaucoup de bands qui se tiennent là, à Québec, surtout, mettons, le People of Punk Rock, qui ont aidé à créer une communauté, vraiment. Ouais. Est-ce qu'il y a ça qui commence à s'installer plus à Montréal?
Plus, je sais pas. Mais oui, je dirais oui. Je sais pas si tout le monde se tient ensemble. Je sais pas si c'est vraiment des clics, mais je pense que oui.
Il y a beaucoup d'entraide entre les bands.
Ouais. Je pense que tout le monde... Puis c'est un peu que... Pourquoi le punk... Non, c'est pas nécessairement un genre qui est comme ça, mais c'est... La communauté punk, je pense que c'est quand même tout le monde s'entraide, ou tout le monde est là pour comme aider les uns les autres. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de genre backstabbing and nous on va être gros.
Vous n'avez pas de temps de moments désagréables.
En tout cas, nous on l'a jamais survécu. On l'a jamais vécu. C'est comme dans les shows.
Vous avez survécu, ça, c'est sûr.
C'est ça. Mais tu sais, c'est comme dans les shows, là, c'est comme t'es dans le pit et tout ça. Là, le monde, de façon générale, est là pour avoir du fun et pas là pour comme blesser personne et pas là pour comme... Fait que c'est un peu comme ça, je pense, c'est dans le backstage. But yeah, I mean, we've started playing with like a few of the same band. Like we played with Slow Drain quite a few times. We were good friends with them. Who else? Like it's just I think surtout quand il y a un band qui a comme book un gros show puis ils ont besoin de quelqu'un d'autre sur le bill, fait que ils vont appeler leur ami en premier. So like everything, it's like, there's networking involved and knowing people.
It's
business.
Like it's business. Kind of business.
It's a non-profitable business, but it's a business.
But the reason we mainly do it is just so we can have a good time, huh?
I mean, nous on a tous des jobs, genre de...
So, le but, c'est vraiment d'avoir du fun.
Ouais, c'est d'avoir du fun, mais nous, on a vraiment du plaisir à jouer des shows et à enregistrer en studio, à écrire des chansons, puis les mettre maintenant, c'est sur l'ordi. Et le pull out into the world. Là, fait que...
C'est quelle partie que tu préfères? Enregistrer ou faire les shows? And which part you prefer? The studios or shows?
Shows, I think. I mean, it's different. It's like apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. But I mean, there's nothing like playing like a show in front of a lot of people on stage and having a good time and sounding good and not. I mean, I can
tell you things I hate about both instead of things I like. Yeah. So things I hate about going to the studio, setting up my guitar. I don't have a roadie, so I got to change my own strings, and I got to make sure that I time it just right, so they don't go out of tune during the session, but they still sound new. What else do I hate? Carrying my amp to the studio, because I have an Ampeg V4. You familiar with those amps?
No.
I
have a lot of guitar, but I don't play anything.
Oh, that looks nice.
So, anyone that's ever played an Ampeg V4 knows how heavy this amplifier is.
It's a tank.
Yeah, it's a freaking tank. So that's one thing that is in common with what I hate about shows. Like I love playing in front of an audience, but I hate bringing my gear.
Yeah.
And you know what I think? Je pense qu'est-ce qu'on aime plus que jouer des shows et enregistrer en studio et jammer entre amis, c'est le gear. We're all gearheads. We
Oh my god, yeah.
it's just researching, like looking up cool stuff, like what tone can
Too
we get
much
out of it?
stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite is when we find really ugly instruments and we share them with one another. It's like
We have like separate Facebook chats with like individual people in the band based on what gear that we like love in common.
like what do I love? Like I love sending like the ugliest guitars I can find, like the Parker Flies or like headless, like guitars with no headstocks. Like I love sending them to
Anything
these
with a
guys.
Floyd Rose.
Or anything with a Floyd Rose. And I'm like, guys, this is my next guitar.
You never do it though. That's the problem. You gotta one of these days you gotta come to jam or like to a show with like
A really
one of
ugly
those.
guitar.
What are like the Carver sort of Strats with like the cutout for like a handle on the top or something, and like fuchsia.
No, what I'm gonna get is a Parker Fly guitar, and it's gonna be purple, like flame maple purple.
Didn't you almost you almost got one of those Casio?
Yeah,
like,
Casio guitars.
Guitars, yeah.
See, but guitars are cool though.
Everything is cool.
I mean, guitars are cool, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The piano that's a guitar, those are cool.
Yeah.
Very fucking cool.
Yeah, very cool.
That's why you should get one and
So
you should start
90s.
playing.
Yeah, exactly. I told maybe I will. It's just like how would we incorporate that into the band, Scott?
Doesn't matter. It will find a way.
We'll find a way. Just like I want keyboards in the band.
We'll find a way. If you want to bring them in, go for it.
Yeah. Hey, but while we're at it, can we hire a horn section too?
I love horns. Yeah, well, we're going to become like a ska band, right?
I
So
mean,
we need horns.
Without being a ska band, I mean, you can be a rock band and have a horn section.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we could be
could
like.
find a way.
Maybe like Rocket from the Crypt or.
Just what we need is more people on stage, on the mini stages. That we
That's
play.
right. Remember when we played at Barfly and I was like, where are we gonna stand?
Ça, c'est le désavantage d'avoir 3 guitaristes.
Ouais, il faut de la place,
Il faut
hein.
d'avoir un peu de place, puis c'est rare qu'il y ait de la place. Fait que c'est le fun, là, jouer au Tetris sur
Sur le
le
stage.
ouais.
On a booké un show d'Halloween avec Capable, Self-Control. Puis ça, on a.
J'ai vu ça sur l'Instagram. Ouais.
Sur notre place, il nous dit là, en ce moment, il y a 3 sections de stage, mais je peux t'en amener 3 autres. Puis je suis comme, Chris, il en faut 3 autres, parce que sinon, il y a rien que le drum qui rentre là-dessus. Puis la journée même, elle fait, le truck de mon frère, il a pété, je pourrais pas t'amener 3 autres stages. Je suis comme, tabarnak. Tout le monde, à part le drum, tout le monde est sur le floor. Mais ça faisait très, très punk. Self-Control, c'est un vieux band des années 80. Tu sais, c'est 89, là.
Ouais.
Fait qu'ils sont comme, nous autres, c'est raw, man, let's go. C'est
Comme un
au
basement
Traxid.
show. Là. Ouais, comme au Traxid. Ben justement, on a notre prochain show est au Traxid avec
nice.
Capable et avec The Mendozas.
Street cred.
Yeah, the
Street
Mendozas,
cred.
And another band. I don't know if they're from Toronto too. Mendozas are from Toronto, I think.
Are they from? I mean, I have their button. I met them at
Yeah,
Pusa.
they're cool guys.
Yeah, they're cool guys.
Fait que je pense que c'est le 2 ou le 4 février.
I think the headliner for that one is Green Day.
Yeah, Green Day's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
it's-
Blink played Denny's
Yeah. Well, I mean, so it's us, the Mendozas, Kapab, and Green Day.
on Green Day. Yeah.
Le 2 février.
Au,
Come
au
to the
trackside.
Trackside.
Yeah, come to the show to see Green Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, tickets are super cheap. So, you know what, man? I got a question. Do they have all ages shows here in Montreal?
Trackside.
Trackside. Yeah.
Trackside's all ages. Smoking
South.
inside.
Is it the only all ages venue?
Sala Rosa is all ages.
Sala Rosa. Saint-Hyacinthe, il y a le Zarico. C'est all
Ah ouais,
ages.
c'est all ages.
Ouais. All ages, le Zarico.
Ben, les shows extérieurs, j'imagine.
Ouais, tous les shows extérieurs,
Ouais.
oui,
Ça,
mais...
I'd love to
Outside
play more
shows, like-
ages shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mais Zarico, Saint-Hyacinthe, c'est pas trop loin. Tu sais, c'est pas trop loin, c'est all age. Mais
Okay.
Trackside, it's all age, but not sure I'd bring my kids in.
Ta petite fille, elle va pas faire un stage dive.
No,
du
they
temps.
all smoke inside.
No, the only
Just
reason
bring your home beer. It's a little bit fucked up
that's
place.
perfect.
No, I
Did
used,
you go there? one time?
I've been once.
I used to be in a band that would rehearse there in the mid 2000s. Maybe you remember us. We were called Croque Mort. We were a rock and roll.
Croque-Mort.
Croque Mort. We were like a rock and roll band.
Okay.
We were like a punk rock and roll band, and we used to rehearse by Trackside.
Okay.
And I think our bass player lived in one of the shacks.
Nice.
So our rent was super cheap because his rent was cheap, and we'd pay half of his rent. So it worked out for everyone. And I got to say, it was some of the best times of my life. It's going to become a song next.
But it's a,
There you go.
it's a very nice spot.
Yeah.
Yes, the venue is very, very cool. The person there are normalement sont nice. Des fois, il y en a qui sont fous, mais, mais c'est une belle place.
The only thing I can think that sucks
out.
about it is that if you hear the train coming, you fucking run and cross the track. Otherwise, you're going to be there for half an hour waiting for the train to pass.
Hey, les gars, on va s'enligne sur l'heure déjà.
All right.
On va tranquillement s'enligner vers votre petite prestation acoustique, mais juste avant, je vais vous laisser présenter la chanson qu'on va aller écouter pour vous laisser le temps de vous set up.
On va jouer.
Want to do a holes?
No, what song are we playing for the ugly folks while we set up our...
That song, it's called Dedicated to the Ultimate Rock and Roll Destroyer Master, which is me. I didn't actually write the song and dedicate it to myself. Someone actually dedicated a picture of it to me, and Anyway, yeah, this next song is called Dedicated to the Ultimate Rock and Roll Destroyer Master, and it's about being a teenager in Manila. Yeah.
In 1993.
It was in 1992. 1992.
I don't sing it.
All right. Fait qu'on on va aller écouter ça, puis on vous revient après avec une prestation acoustique.
Hello, bonne soirée, nous sommes Beauregard.
I just
Alright. On est de retour en studio avec les Scott et Raph de Beauregard et ils vont nous faire des petites prestations acoustiques. On revient.
On va essayer.
On se laisse là-dessus, tout le monde. Fait que je vous laisse, avant de lancer ça, juste si vous voulez vous plugger vos affaires, où est-ce qu'on peut vous suivre. Puis,
qu'est-ce que. Bon, on est sur Spotify, sur tous les.
Apple Music.
Apple, Deezer, Amazon.
Yeah, it's on all the streaming platforms.
All the streaming platforms. Sinon, Bandcamp. Sinon, toutes les infos sur notre Instagram, Beauregard MTL. On rentre en studio en décembre, fait qu'on va avoir un couple de tracks, des nouvelles tracks en début 2024.
Présenter ça.
Ouais. Et puis le show là, en février à Trackside. Puis that's about it.
Yeah. Oh, and check out our Bandcamp because we post demos and unreleased stuff and stuff that's not on our Spotify on there. So you'll hear earlier versions of the songs that are on Spotify and maybe a couple of things we might record in the near future.
Cool. Fait que on se laisse sur vos chansons, les gars.
All right. Fences on the path to your estate, as if that would change a thing. Made a hole in, get through anyway. Then they board it up again. We're hard to know. Town had two sides. We were both too young to care what it meant when we played on the coals of the mines at the Torres closed. We played on the coals. Then my mind's at the Tories closed. We played on the coast from the mines at the Tories. There was one kid just playing like we did. He fell in and got stuck. There was a rescue. We watched it from our house, but we were back there anyway. When I dream of home, it's always that one. When I dream of home, it takes me back to when we played on the coals from the mines at the Torres closed. We played on the coals from the mines at the Tories closed. We played on the coals from the mines at the Tories.
Thank you. Good night. That's what I'm used to saying when we play that.
All right.
Are we playing another one?
Sure, why not? Tune up.
Yeah, okay, good enough. So, this next one? We do another one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's called Brenda and Cynthia. And it's about love. Because, love songs, right? You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, yeah, I started. Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Brenda and Cynthia working at the counter of a record store. Brenda says, Cynthia, I don't think I wanna do this anymore. I can't keep on waking up thinking that you're never gonna quit drinking and cutting lines on her dresser drawer. Cynthia just looks away, she doesn't have a thing to say, the silence grows. Brenda doesn't understand that Cynthia just needs a hand, it's getting old. You keep telling me to get sober, I keep telling you that I'm over your concern, how I live my life. Breathe in and count to 30. You're not lost, you're fully in control. You should take these pills for feelings you can't kill. Sometimes you need to cut out the past. Brenda keeps on stacking shells, focusing on nothing else. It makes her think. But fighting back a wave of tears and whispering, did I waste a year? She starts to sink. I keep leaving myself open for my heart to always get broken. Am I that fool that keeps coming back? Breathe in and count to 30. Recall times when you were hurting. Do opinions matter when a reality shattered? All I know is that I would die for this love.
Fuck yeah!
Way to go, buddy.
Merci les gars, merci, c'était super cool de vous avoir
Merci à toi.
à ce soir. Puis merci tout le monde d'avoir été là sur le live. Et on se dit à la semaine prochaine pour un autre podcast de Du bruit à mes oreilles. Pour nous suivre, avant que j'oublie, nous autres, dubruitamesoreilles.com, tous les liens sont là. Puis on oublie souvent d'en parler. On a une petite boutique en ligne si vous voulez de la merch.
Cool.
Il y a des affaires, des casquettes, des t-shirts, des tasses, des...
Les headphones?
Non, malheureusement, pas encore. Fait que merci tout le monde d'avoir été là et on se revoit la semaine prochaine pour un autre podcast de Du bruit à mes oreilles. Bonne semaine.